Right, with Welling United manager Jamie Coyle after a very convincing 3-0 victory for the Wings. Jamie, we knew they were one of the best teams we played this season, but I thought we nullified anything they could do today and we thoroughly deserved a 3-0 win.
Yeah, it's tough obviously when you're playing against 10 men. They got one sent off fairly early, and it's a difficult game sometimes to break teams down, and they had a go, to be fair, but the professionalism that the boys showed today and then the quality in the second half was phenomenal, and I'm really pleased. We had to be patient because even though we had a lot of the ball, we were a little bit lacklustre with it in the first half, and we had a lot of passes that didn't connect and a little bit frustrated, but second half a lot more belief, a lot more quality, and we could have had 5 or 6 goals in the end.
I was going to say to you, at half time, did we say let's be patient, because they played on a really heavy pitch, didn't they, on Saturday, and went down to a late goal. So did you always believe the more patient we were, the chances?
It always is. When you're playing against 10 men, it's always about patience, and I think there's confidence was a hit a little bit in the first half. There's a lot of balls that weren't connecting, and a lot of passes that were a little bit wayward. But second half, the boys that come off the bench made a massive difference as well, and the quality was there. And like I said, we were knocking on the door and could have got a few more goals.
They made a number of changes. Did that surprise you?
Yes, it did. I think I heard some rumours that the centre half weren't going to be playing today for whatever reason. But yeah, they had a few changes, but they're a good side. When we played them early in the season, I said in the interview this week, I think they're one of the best sides we've played, footballing sides. It was just whether they can do the same on when the pitches turn at the moment, and obviously they're on a bad run. But concentrating on us, the boys were fantastic today, and they've really stuck together, and it's now a decent run of three wins on the bounce, and hopefully it can continue.
How did we go into the game at training, Jamie? What kind of things were we looking to do?
Just switch play. I mean, our biggest strength as a team, for anyone that watches us, is our wide boys, and when they're on their game and they've got real quality, then they're always going to provide opportunities for the front boys. And the first half it didn't really quite happen, and the second half, even when Jebby come on, the quality that he showed with his goal, we know that he's able to do that, and he can play there as well as in the middle. And not only the quality, you look at Nano, his work rate again today. You know what you get with Nano. He works his absolute socks off. And from the reports that we had, the right back that didn't play today was one of their biggest threats. The game I watched against Hemel, he was constantly bombing on, and it was something that we tried to nullify by putting Nano there, but obviously he didn't start. But no, I'm really pleased. It's hard to pick out individuals today because it was a collective performance, as well as, and like I said in the change room a minute ago, the subs have made a difference today as well. And it's good that we've only got 16 players at the moment in the squad, and the 3 that have come on have made and changed the game.
You never got too low when we were on a little bit of a sticky run, because you said we've been on a good run before, and there's no reason why we can't go on another one. So how do we keep on this kind of form that we're on at the moment?
But it's confidence, isn't it? It's momentum, and we did try and concentrate today. We have made a number of individual mistakes recently that have led to silly goals early in games, and we're always kind of chasing our tail. But we spoke about it on Thursday night. We had 2 sessions this week, and which showed, I think, the boys look really sharp. Again, it's hard to judge against 10 men, but they look really sharp today, and I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased moving forward, and it's all about momentum. And not only have we done well going forward, we've kept a clean sheet, and I don't think John's had a save to make. So it's loads of positives from today.
Well, I think they had 2 shots on target, and they were in the 88th and 89th minutes.
Yeah.
But other than that, we've not given them a kick.
Yeah.
But the quality we've got on the pitch and on the bench. Look at our ball strikers. I mean, we'll have to talk about Callum Driver. You've had him before where you've been. Did he have that in him before?
Yeah. They call him the Hammerfoot. That's his nickname. So I know he didn't really score many of them at Maidstone, but I don't think he was allowed on free kicks. But defensively, he's so reliable. He was actually at fault for one of the goals last week, and he held his hands up for the goal. But going forward, he offers so much, overlapping and linking up with Jeffrey, and he showed his class with a free kick today.
And obviously Jebby, you said Jebby will get his chance. Well, he's only going to improve that chance by coming on and scoring goals like that. I mean, that's an absolute screamer. Yeah,
it's something that we discussed about 3 weeks ago. He said that he played quite a bit left-hand side when he was at Arsenal, coming in on his right foot. So it's an option that we've got off the bench, and what's nice is when we can change it. Obviously Jeff had come on, and he can slot in at centre midfield as well. So he's like a bit more of a utility man if we need him. But his quality on set pieces, and obviously with his goal today, we know that he's outstanding. So he's just got to be patient, and if he carries on doing what he's done today off the bench, he'll get a run of games in the team.
We'll talk about the defence. It's a clean sheet. We'll also talk about Archie, who's managed to keep his place in the side. Is that your ethos, where you said if you play well, you keep your shirt? Is that showing that's true?
Yeah, I've said it from the start. I thought he had a real wobble early on last Saturday. He started the game really slowly, but you expect that from youngsters. You know, they've got to kind of get that experience, and by dragging him off after half hour is not going to help his confidence, not going to help his development. And we stuck with it last week, and he played himself into the game, and then he set the winner up. So, you know, he's affected the game going forward as well last week. So, you know, he's still young, he's still got a lot to learn, but his attitude and his patience has meant that he's had a run of games in the side.
And that's only going to do his career good, isn't it? Getting that experience.
Yeah, you know, he's a massive prospect. He really is. He wants to learn. He's got a great attitude, and like all the boys that we've got in the squad now, you know, everyone is kind of travelling in the right direction. And if you have that with your 15 and 16 in the squad, it's only going to be positive, and hopefully we can carry on with a run.
The fans as well, they were great on Saturday. They were great again today.
Yeah, it's you know, we've got to give them something to cheer about, and I think today.
Is that part of it, Jamie? We've got to get on the front.
Yeah. I said since I've come to this club, you have to generate your own atmosphere, home and away. You have to be on the front foot. You have to get the crowd on your side, and that's at any club you're at. And at times this year, especially recently, we haven't started the game well enough, so it's tough. So, you know, I'm thankful for the fans that are here today, as well as the ones that travel away. But you know, it's the boys have really given them, you know, put a smile on their face today, and with a great result as well as a very decent performance.
We'll talk briefly with you about Paul. Were you happy with the Paul? Because that was a horrible place to go and a horrible atmosphere, and that victory was a good win.
Yeah, they're the wins you look back on. The Gloucester's similar, you know, horrible conditions, terrible pitch. And just rolling your sleeves up and digging in, especially when we went behind so early in the game. You know, we could have folded, and we didn't, and we built ourselves up, and the confidence grew as the game went on, and obviously they've got a fantastic result again, a real tough place to go. And like I said, you'll look back at them 3 points, and hopefully they'll be influential on where we end at the end of the year.
We'll talk about our players that we've got on loan at the club. Is there any updates on extensions of loans or players going back?
Yeah, well, I spoke to Dulwich. We're hoping that we can extend Atch for at least another month. I'd love to keep him here for the whole season. He scored a worldie today as well as keeping a clean sheet, if you call it that. But no, he's a great lad, and you know, I've worked with Atch before and played alongside him. He's a leader and he's a winner, and you need people like that in your squad. And I just hope that we can extend it for the whole season if possible. I don't know how Dudley's got on today, but that's something that we're looking at. And again, I've got to speak to Ebbsfleet about John as well, because I think he's up after today because we haven't got a game next Saturday. So yeah, there's a few conversations to be had, but they're the priority moving into this week and trying to extend them.
Would you be looking to keep John at the club?
Yeah. I think he's done really well. He's obviously got 2 clean sheets in the 3 games he's played. So I can't say much because he's sat over there, but no, he hasn't played much this year, and he needs a run of games just to get that rustiness out of it. And again, he done well today, and he talks and he commands his 18-yard box, and that's what you need back there.
We've done well when we had a break before. What do we do now with no game next week? Do we work on shape again at training? Do we keep doing that?
Yeah, well, we've scheduled in an extra session now. It's the business end of the season, so we're training on a Monday as well as a Thursday. So we'll look at the schedule. I think today there'll be some heavy legs after last Saturday. 2 training sessions as well as today. Obviously the pitches all over the league will be getting turned up a little bit at the moment. So we'll look at maybe a rehab session on Monday, get the boys in on Thursday, and start building towards Gloucester.
Well, Jamie, the run continues. Well done on today, and we'll speak to you.
Thank you. Cheers.